Dean K from KINK.FM, sitting with Jim Normandy, the owner and chief operator of Normandy Guitars.
Hello, everybody.
This is a Normandy guitar. Isn't she beautiful? What can you tell me about this guitar?
Well, the main thing folks might want to know is that it's made out of aircraft-grade aluminum. The whole body is aluminum, inside and out.
That is very unique.
Yeah, it's there have been a few folks that have done it, but nobody's put out an archtop aluminum production guitar out into the music stores.
You can peer inside the F-holes here and you can actually see it. It looks like the superstructure of an airplane. It is aircraft-grade aluminum?
It is aircraft-grade, and a lot of engineering has gone into that.
The thing that's stunning to me is that it's, even though it's metal, it's really light.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel any heavier than a Les Paul.
You know what? It's funny you say that. Les Pauls weigh 8.6 pounds, and this is 8.5 pounds.
Wow, so it's right in the ballpark then.
It is, yeah. And it feels good on a strap, but we had to do a lot of engineering to reduce the weight, just get the weight just right.
Mm-hmm. And what's the process involved in creating one of these? Is it stamped out?
You know, all of the pieces, front, back, and the inside pieces, before we bend them, are all laser cut.
Laser cut.
Yeah, we have a couple laser machines, and even the rivet holes before we rivet, those are laser cut. The holes for the tone knobs and volume, and then we rivet the front and the back together, and then we weld on the outside.
Oh, okay. Well, it has amazing finishing to it. You don't see any of the weld spots or anything. You covered up all the rivet holes beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, my guys are just the best.
And then the color. This is a powder coat finish here?
Yeah, one of the finishes we do is powder coat, and this is actually called school bus.
It looks like a school bus.
It does.
Or a farm truck or something.
Sure, yeah. Or like a bulldozer, you know.
Yeah, like a cat. Yeah, there you go.
I was just driving along, and a school bus pulled up next to me, and I saw the big rivets just like this, and I went, oh yeah, school bus.
It's got to be included. And you have other colors, of course.
Yeah, the other powder coats are, there's a very flat army green, which looks totally cool.
And fitting for being made of metal.
Fitting, yeah. All the finishes have something to do with metal, and the other powder coat is flat gray, which I call rat rod, which kind of fits the old hot rod.
Right, yeah. And then you have a chrome one too, I believe, right?
Chrome is
That's got to be stunning.
Chrome is the flagship. It's stunning. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
When I first looked at this guitar, opened up the case, I thought, okay, now here's a guitar that I'm not afraid to put on an airplane. It's going to get there intact. I mean, it looks like you could stand on this thing.
You know, you could use it for a car jack if you need to.
Good to know. Just this end. Now the neck. This is a Warmoth neck.
Warmoth custom makes those for me. Yes.
And it's a maple neck, front and back. It's gorgeous. The really refined job. I mean, you definitely finished up every edge of this guitar.
Thanks.
The pickups. Tell me about the pickups.
The pickups are ours, custom made. They're overwound to 12K, which sort of matches the 57, 58 Gibson humbuckers.
Okay.
And the purpose for that is to fit with the aluminum body. It really brings out the mids that you need. Otherwise, it might be a little too tinny. But it's they're ended up being a perfect fit for tone.
So you're the only company that makes these particular pickups.
That's right.
They're not Seymour Duncan, they're not Gibson, they're your own pickups.
They're ours, yep.
And wax potted so they don't have microphonic feedback.
Wax potted actually with beeswax.
Really?
No.
Oregonian beeswax?
I'm kidding, no. No, they are potted with beeswax to reduce to help with microphonic suppression.
Right. So with all this together, you got the maple neck, you've got an aluminum body. What does it sound like? So acoustically, without it being plugged into an amplifier, we just strum it.
You know, it's kind of loud just acoustically by itself because of the aluminum. You know, actually, this bridge is connected through a bar that connects the front and the top, kind of like a piano sound bar that makes the sound vibrate.
Right.
So it's designed really to take the sound from the strings down through the bridge and spread out across the entire body.
So it transfers it inside there, and then this acts as a resonator to amplify
That's
the sound.
right.
It's beautiful. It doesn't sound particularly metal. I mean, it's you know, not too different. It's a lot like a National or a Dobro, but without the resonator biscuit, I would think.
Right. You know, everybody thinks it's going to sound tinny, or metallic or something. And I did too before I, started building them, but it doesn't. And we've had sound bites on our website, and you can tell it gets all the cool tones that you need.
Well, let's plug it into a tube amplifier here and turn it up. We've got the rhythm pickup, or the treble pickup, this pickup here by the saddle. Sounds good. Warm. Try the combination of pickups here. I'd say it's surprisingly warm. You don't hear anything that makes it think you would think it's metal.
No, I mean really, and with the powder coated or the painted finishes, you wouldn't even know it's metal unless you told me.
Right. Or if you hit someone over the head with it.
That's right.
It's really great, clean sound. You've got
dude, that was really Pink Floydy.
It is, huh? Well, the Bigsby certainly helps. And you have roller saddles in here. Is this, did you make this, or is this a third party?
I actually get this bridge with the Bigsbys.
Okay.
It's the combination of the roller bridge, which a lot of people love for the Bigsby purpose, and the nut that we have up there.
Yeah.
Really,
nut.
it's graphite from Graph Tech. They custom make those slotted for me so that everything is lined up perfectly. But it really helps keep it in tune. A lot of Bigsby players have a different kind of bridge without the rollers, and it can tend to go out of tune a little bit.
It can cinch in there a little bit, but here it just goes right over the rollers. Yeah, I didn't tune it, so we're in luck that it's in tune there.
Yeah.
Add a little distortion to it and see what it sounds like. So just a light distortion, it sounds nice and crunchy. Sustains well. Actually, it sustains really well, doesn't it?
You know, the combination of the hard rock maple with the aluminum, its sustain qualities are actually superior to any other.
This one goes to 11. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's in the treble position, the overwound pickup. So yeah, it adds some mid-range. Plenty of harmonics to it.
Dude, nice riffing.
Well, thank you. What are your controls here? You've got volume for this pickup?
Yep, there's no master volume. It's front volume, and this is the rear volume, master tone, and a kill switch.
It does kill it.
It does kill it completely.
What's the thought of having a kill switch?
You know, Gretsch, back in the 40s, I think, first started putting the kill switch in the Chet Atkins models of the Country Gentleman. And the reason he did that, he had him put that in there because he would sing a lot and stop playing, and the rest of the band would play. So he could just switch it off and keep his volume and everything where it needs to be, and then just switch it on and play.
So it's just, he doesn't have to worry about it. He just clicks a switch and does his thing, come back, turn switch on, everything's in place.
That's right. Subsequently, you know, in the 60s and 70s, rocker guitarists got a hold of these and started playing with the kill switch and get some feedback. Just, you know, yeah.
So it's an effect, yeah.
It's an effect. It's kind of, it's just cool. It's a cool factor, that's all.
So it says Normandy Guitars here. It has a star with some letters around it. JEMCO?
Yes.
What is that?
That's actually me, my wife, and my kids' initials: Jim, Emma, Max, Carol, and Owen.
Oh, very cool. That's nice. A family man.
Well, you know, it's not Jim Guitars; it's Normandy Guitars.
The whole family's involved.
Well, they're very involved, actually, and kind of day to day in supporting me through this whole endeavor. So, yeah.
You make these in Salem, Oregon. So this is an Oregonian business. You do it all in the state of Oregon, correct?
All in the state of Oregon, yes.
So being an independent businessman, creating you're the little guy, right? And your competitors are these multinational companies that make guitars in Indonesia, they're in Mexico, they're all over the country, around the world, making them at bargain basement prices, turning out if they want a couple $100 a day.
Yeah.
How do you compete? Where do you fit into this?
You know, where I think I fit into as a niche is being American-made. There's very few left. Obviously, Gibson and Fender do make USA models, but comparatively price-wise, I can beat what their high-end guitars cost. This retails for $19.99. Gibson USA models are, $2,900, $3,000, $4,000 or more. So. Yeah. What I wanted to do is build a high-end guitar at an affordable price, but I also wanted to combine the classic sound and look with the new technology of aluminum. So
it's original, it's unique, and it's made in Oregon. Pick it up.